Hey there, hello. It's Elliot in the studio. It sounds awful. I'm showing you a bit of it through the mirror door. It sounds awful in here, so please excuse that, but I'll get used to it because I really don't think I'm going to be doing much about that anytime soon. But I'm here because we have a new track out today, and I'm giving you. I'm going to play it for you, but I will not perform music. I don't like to play music. I like to run tracks. I love the studio stuff. So the track is out today. It's called Beneath the Eyes, and it's a very dark piece. And I'll give a bit of a preview. I don't want to talk too long. I did play this piano on it, the Korg SV2, but I didn't use the sounds from that piano. It's a software piano. It's very nice. The track was already in place, and then the morning of Yom Kippur, the Jewish Day of Atonement, the holiest day of the year, which I don't really observe, but I took some time, and I think I was really sort of thinking about I think the sort of the idea of the ancestors and the people who've come before us, because that's what you sort of do on that day is people often say a prayer for their parents and that they've lost and that sort of thing. It is a very moving day, and I sat down to play the piano over this piece that was already in progress, and it was like, whew. It got pretty intense, and then I had to do the work to finish it, because if you don't finish your stuff and you don't do something with it fairly quickly, it goes stale quick. So the turnaround on this is pretty fast, I would say, because that was had to have just been a few weeks ago that I was even playing the piano on it. But the other big concept, Two things before I hit play on the track, and you'll be able to watch it here on this video. Listen, two things that I want to get over is that, number one, beneath the eyes, what does it really refer to? I have this concept that I'm working through, which is sort of the idea of loading, I call it loading space into your eyes. When you close your eyes and you either you're meditating, or you're praying, or you're relaxing, or you're just calming down, I like to try to load the image of outer space into my eyes. I think it's pretty awesome. So that's kind of what the track, I want other people to do it too, because it's complete separation or removal from this busy, crazy frickin' world. And so that's what I mean sort of by loading the space into the eyes. And beneath the eyes refers to that, this track's title refers to that deep space. And by a fluke, when I was preparing the artwork, I took a picture of the moon that I had taken on my camera, and I just I did a flip of the picture and laid them over, and you've seen the artwork about to happen. I turned the moon into these eyes, and created a metaphor out of sort of coincidence that when we look beyond, say, the moon or the sun, when we look beyond our image of those things, which is basically outside of our atmosphere, we can see that deep space, and it's connected. I know it doesn't really make a lot of sense the way I'm explaining it, but if you pair up the artwork with the idea, basically seeing the connection of your mind can be in complete deep space, the same space that is sort of existing outside of the planet. Everything's very, from what I understand about outer space, it's just kind of it's a metaphor, and it's analogous to nature in that everything's just doing its thing and it's operating, and that space can also be discovered in go to a forest, or you go into the beneath the ocean floor. And so closing the eyes and that sort of thing helps us maybe tap into that process and just the natural way things are, because at the moment we're driving ourselves nuts by constant overload of just looking at stuff all day and working and whatever, which has its place, but I'm creating a different place with this track. So that's that other big thing before we roll is that I think it's important for people to my vision is that you can listen to this track and you can I needed to give my arm a break. What a funny view. I would like you to relax, like sit somewhere quiet and listen to the track. Like it's not the type of thing where I would envision people be like clicking through a bunch of tracks, and that, which is how we do listen sometimes when it ends up in playlists and whatever. But that's why I've gone out of my way to sort of make a video and talk about it. Is you can either do that with the track that I'm about to play in the video, or I can link you over to where you can find it on the service of your choice, or you want the MP3 file, whatever. But that's the most important thing for me is that I think such a good track deserves the space that you can create, and this is for you to take some moment to enjoy some music, and I hope you enjoy it, because I don't know if I did it for me, and sometimes I joke about I don't even know who did it. Sometimes when there's a track is well done, that's kind of the joke in my head, is like, who the hell did it? Well, because I don't think I made it. It's the person who made it is probably, when you're happy with your work, is probably some sort of person inside of you that had surrendered to what your potential is. And so that's why I say you give it your own shot, and you can tap into that surrender. So wear headphones or lie down or whatever you want, and let me know how you like it. And thanks for watching this mini studio tour of the Bagel Factory, and thank you. We'll talk to you soon.